Okay, TLC, this is the last SmackDown pay-per-view of the year, or network special. We begin with a tag team title match, which I think is one of the few matches that does not have a true stipulation to it, even though a title match is still a stipulation. So this is the Wyatt family. Orton, Bray Wyatt, taking on Heath Slater and Rhino. This feels like a really quick match. I will say I like the pairing of Bray and Rhino, because they're both about the same size. They both have a nice, impactful style. They gelled pretty well. Heath Slater gels with everybody. Finish comes down to like blind tag by Orton, who ends up, having Luke Harper eat a gore from on the outside, ends up hitting an RKO in the ring, gets the pinfall 1, 2, 3, Bray's first title reign. I was like, oh man, I hope they freebird that. Yeah, they put the titles on Harper. They end with like a follow the buzzers bit, and I was like, good opener, sets the tone. I like their internal struggle. If they freebird it, give them a 484-day run. Next match, Nikki Carmella no DQ match. It'll draw comparisons because Sasha and Charlotte had the no DQ false count anywhere match, which is vastly superior, but we've got Nikki and Carmella in this one. Carmella gets in some nice offense. You can see the wicked shiner that she got from Nikki on SmackDown. They have some light botching in this, but all in all, this match was good. I think those two they've a nice enough chemistry with Nikki. You can tell she's trying to drive the match, and then Carmella is not quite there. She had that, I want to say she's at the Dana Brooke level, but she's at that level where you can tell there's the potential there, but some moves she's just hesitant on. And the ending was a CO2-based fire extinguisher, that's the giant wide mouth one, being sprayed all over Carmella, and then the Rack Attack 2.0, with Nikki getting the victory. Satisfactory match. Worked well. And then Carmella's like, oh, you think that this solves anything? I didn't attack you at Survivor Series. It was your total divas friend. And I was like, come on, Naomi. Or Ava Marie. No, Natalya. The one who had the most to gain from attacking you. Who's not a very good heel. So now we're going to try to have some sort of promo work done between face Nikki Bella and heel Natalya. Chills down the spine. But it could work. It could. Now we hit one of our true main events. The Intercontinental Ladder match. Miz and Dolph Ziggler. The Final War. This is an amazing ladder match. Will I say it's like a Shawn Michaels Razor Ramon? No. But man, this is an amazing ladder match. I don't know why, but the IC title just works. I almost wish that during the run-up to this, they would have actually talked about how both of these guys were Money in the Bank winners. How both of these guys were main eventers. And they've never reached that apex since they were main eventers. And they've been kind of stuck in this quagmire. Pretty much being the two guys who were pulling each other down to try to climb out of that pit to get back into the main event. But hats off, these two guys put on a fantastic match. With most of these, it's I knock you down, I begin the slow climb up the ladder. I'm not near the top rung and I reach for the belt. I slowly climb up another rung, and I'm still like a foot away from the title. Finish comes from the really double ladder spot in the ring. Lots of wicked ladder bumps. Well, PG air wicked ladder bumps. Of course, they really can't use tables because they need those for other matches. The shot they have is from the behind the back of Miz, looking at Dolph Ziggler with people in the background. It is a knee to the junk And the shot is usually you guys go, oh! Everyone in the crowd like feels the first knee. And then he hits him again. So it's 2 shots to the junk. And you just see there just slump and then just fall down. And Miz grabs the title. And I was like, good. Miz did a spot earlier in the night where he used like the legs for a figure 4. I mean, they did some wicked ladder spots with this. Weaving Ziggler's leg into the ladder by standing on it, like punching it was just... They did some great limb work with the ladders. Miz in the ring selling knee damage. Asks for the mic. He's like, I want to dedicate this match. This match, general manager, Daniel Bryan. Daniel! We did it! Just cuts another solid, just sear the flesh promo. He is doing so well this year. So well. Then we go to the chairs match. I did not expect Kalisto to get this much offense in. And Corbin to go through that many chairs. They made this match way more competitive than it really should have been. Kalisto used his speed in the case of like the random cheap shot using chairs to work on Baron Corbin. Corbin didn't want to use chairs. Once he did, he just whooped Kalisto. And finish ends of course, though it could be end of days to do a pile of chairs. Just seemed like really hurt Baron Corbin more than anything else. Then Corbin got in Morrow's face like, it's going to be everybody who gets in my way. Nice. Dominant. Kalisto looked really good. Corbin looked amazing. It's like, yeah, I'm looking forward to what they do with these 2 guys after it. It would be great if they were to have, Corbin, since he won, feud with Miz. Because I'm pretty sure Daniel Bryan can be like, alright, you want somebody to hurt? Yeah. Hurt the pretty boy. Pretty boy with the blonde. Yeah? You beat me to get a title shot. The Royal Rumble. Alright. Because Corbin could use some of that. Even though he'd be kind of face, you could easily have him just beat down Miz, not pin him for the title. Just like, end of days. Just leave the ring. Have Miz get a count out victory, and have Corbin be like, I can beat him any day I want to. But you want me to take the title off from Daniel. Nope. I don't work for anyone. I don't work for you. I'm about me. It'd be great heat, because then he'd be the guy who could have taken the title off of Miz, chose not to, because that'd be working for Daniel Bryan. It's not his thing. Now, the tables match. Kind of a thrown-in stipulation, because they had a tables match that had one spot with a table. I liked how the whole thing was, well, what could Bliss do to put her through a table? They put up in the corner that they constantly faked going to use, which I kind of liked. Bliss and Lynch have really nice chemistry. And they did some unique things with the table. Bliss flips the table over, so now the table's like legs up. DDTs Becky Lynch onto the edge of the table. And it looked wicked, especially when you realize that Alexa Bliss takes the ridge of the table in like the small of the back. Right in her back says, and I'm like, oh, that just looks nasty. Becky Lynch uses the table legs to help her do a disarmer. It was just like they took a table and made that table a vicious weapon. Finish comes down to they're on the apron fighting with the table I set up earlier on. Rake of the eyes. Alexa Bliss gets down below Lynch, power bombs her through the table, and the table snaps really clean, like it had been pre-prepped. Because I know in the past they've had issues putting one through tables because of the force and the weight impact. Bliss, new champion. They go to interview Lynch, who's like, no. The interview now, I'm married to myself, and then goes away. And I was like, okay. Now, if this is a Raw pay-per-view, I'm like, well, if it's Raw, then I know that the face is going to win the main event because they have to go home happy. But it's SmackDown, so anybody could win. Now we go into the TLC match. AJ blows a hole in the backside of his tights pretty early. I'm like, wait a minute, is AJ's butt hanging out? Oh, it is. Okay. It's hard for the camera angles now. But backbreaker, using the chair instead of the knee. Ambrose putting a ladder on top of an announce table to do an elbow to put AJ through another table. AJ hitting like the springboard 450 to put Ambrose through a table on the outside of them. This match was just brutal to watch. I mean, Ambrose and weapons is that's his thing. And AJ playing the pissed off guy who's wailing on him was just good. It had that hatred feel, it had the animosity feel to it. It worked well. Then Ellsworth comes down and strikes AJ Styles. Goes to get Styles Clash off the steps. Dean saves him. Team comes up the ladder. If you had Ellsworth turns on Dean Ambrose. He does. Pushes Ambrose off the ladder through some tables. AJ gets in the ring, wins. So it gives it that like dirty finish to it, which I don't think this match needed. I think this match really did need. AJ should have won clean, and then in a couple of weeks, Ellsworth should have come back. Ellsworth should have sold that vicious beatdown and been out for at least 1 week, maybe 2. But all in all, solid pay-per-view. It's been a nice year for the brand split on the SmackDown side. Looking forward to do it from Royal Rumble on.